I need you to understand that where there's a good, there's a bad. And where
Who created it? Who created the bad?
It's a manifestation of the spirit. It's an awareness.
Okay, so intelligent designer is a spirit.
When it says spirit, it doesn't get.
No.
Hello, my name is Zikichuku Smith, and I'm a Christian.
Hello, my name is Michael, and I am an atheist.
My name is David Brown, and I am a Christian.
So this is the first question. What do you attribute to the intelligent design of the universe?
That would be, there is a presupposition that the universe is intelligently designed. It is not.
Tell us more about that.
Take the earth, for example. You cannot tell me your earth is intelligently. Yes, it seems that way, and there's an argument for fine-tuning. But if you actually do take a closer look at the earth, 70% of the earth is water. 99% of that water is undrinkable. Yet, it is supposedly intelligently designed. It doesn't make any sense.
So you're saying the universe is not intelligently designed?
Intelligently designed in the sense that there's someone who created all of this with the idea that humans are going to live on it.
Oh, you already believe that there's someone?
No, I'm not. I'm saying that that presupposition exists, that someone created this entire universe with the idea that humans, he's going to create, or she, whatever the case is going to create humans to live on this ball we call Earth. Now, after creating this, you now create this system with a large percentage of it underwater. All right, 70% of the earth, like I said, is entirely water. And then 99% of this water is toxic to human existence.
Does that discard that?
It does, because it doesn't prove that. It doesn't prove, because if you say, okay, one thing, I'd say, okay, we try as much as possible to give explanations for the supernatural when there are natural laws.
So
first of all, you are saying
design in natural law.
When you say design, it means
There's
somebody.
No intelligence, I mean, in natural law.
How do you define intelligence?
That is.
You're a birth
order.
of intelligence. Do you know this?
How?
That is order.
Are you
That
serious?
is
You
like.
disagree with me?
I'm asking how. I don't know how.
That is like genetic.
Because sorry, got you. Well, if you say I'm a birth of intelligence, reproduction is all random.
Intelligent mechanism is not.
No, it's not. You
Are you
have
serious?
billions of sperms.
No.
Reproduction.
Are you saying that you
according
were
to you,
specifically chosen out
reproduction
of
is not
billions of sperms
intelligence?
to just swim into that ova and fertilize it?
Are you saying reproduction
If
is not
you-
intelligence?
No, it's intelligent in the sense that, now this is I think we need to understand the idea of intelligent design. Intelligent design presupposes that I decide that this is like
intelligence.
exactly that. Not just intelligence, intelligent design. Do you understand? I think that's the challenge. We don't understand intelligent. Well, if we understand what intelligent design means, not just intelligence, everybody can claim to be intelligent, but intelligent designs says that I designed this the way it should work. Am I right? If I say I want to design a phone, it should work the way I design it, right? It doesn't go outside of that design that is made for. For instance, your iPhone works the way the intelligent designer, in quote, designed it. Now, when you now have flaws in that system, can you intelligently call it intelligent design?
I mean, for every product, for every thing that was made,
Okay.
I would say it's perfection because I am the creator, but then there's always a difference when there's multiple.
So how is that intelligent?
That's not intelligent.
How is it?
Variety is intelligence.
Okay, and then now this is the thing with our phones or every other mechanical device we have. They're produced, and then there are flaws, and then they're updated.
I mean, that's evolving.
So there cannot be intelligent design and evolution at the same time.
Oh, you believe in evolution?
Evolution.
I don't believe in it. You don't believe in something that is a fact.
Evolution is an
know it
intelligent
exists.
design.
So, sorry.
No, evolution cannot be an intelligent. Evolution is actually haphazard.
Evolution is intentional.
Intentional in what means? In what way?
Intentional in the sense that the organism or the person itself decides to actually step up a notch consciously.
A lot of times, evolution is not based on that conscious decision. It is random. Because...
Sorry, question. Is evolution part of the universe?
Part of the universe.
Yes.
It is the way the universe works.
And evolution is not in itself intelligence.
No, because the definition of intelligence supposes as this thing is designed this way. For you now, you say it's divine because it is perfect. The system is working perfectly. So it is intelligently designed. The supposition is that the earth is perfect and is working perfectly because there is an intelligent designer behind it.
So your take is the earth is not...
Of course it's not. It's not. How do you explain a... Sorry, if I'm how do you explain a meteor coming directly to an earth that is intelligently designed to function for you to live perfectly on?
I mean, you can't avoid catastrophes in life.
Are catastrophes planned?
Catastrophes are not... We wouldn't say consciously planned. Do you understand?
So the intelligent designer unconsciously planned.
I need you to understand that where there is a good, there is a bad. And where
Who created it? Who created the bad?
It's a manifestation of the spirit. It's an awareness.
Okay, so intelligent designer is a
The way
spirit.
he says spirit, it doesn't get...
No.
How have your parents influenced your current belief system? They have influenced my belief system in a positive way. In a very positive way. How about you?
Okay, being an atheist, I don't think they have influenced. I don't think they have. You know, my dad is agnostic. He's always been agnostic. My mom is was a religious person.
religion?
She passed on. She was a Christian. Yeah. So I grew up in a religious home because of my mom. My dad wasn't religious in any form, but I'd call him a deist. He believed that even if a God exists somewhere, he's definitely not interested in human affairs. So he didn't take the route of being an atheist, but he was a deist. He just believed that there's a God somewhere. He doesn't just care about any of this. So I think even if I was influenced by anyone, it'd probably be him.
You're an atheist, right?
Yes, I became an atheist 4 years ago. Yeah, so none of them really influenced me.
My belief system was or has always been influenced by my mom.
Okay.
She's a Christian. I think that usually sets the tone for most of...
Of course. All right. What do you think happens after death?
I haven't died.
Beautiful. I always say that.
But the faith tells us what happens, and then we believe. No one knows. No one has died. I don't think so. What happens after? It's such a certain question. But then faith is our background for that knowledge that we are going to meet God in His light. Is that what you believe? What do you think?
Oh, I believe in eternal life.
And why?
Yeah, because I know that even if my physical is not in place, my spirit can be manifesting. So, death is of the past.
So what do you think the biggest misconception of your belief system is Christianity being
Biggest
Christian?
misconception.
Yes, the biggest
What you just said
misconception.
of how Jesus excludes humanity. This is a gospel of humanity.
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand? It's me loving the next person and not really regarding what they think
Okay.
or what they believe.
Okay.
That's it.
So how do you explain that verse? Because I quoted directly
Yeah, I
from
just
the
need to
Bible.
understand. I think that the Bible is a spiritual book, and you cannot understand a spiritual book using physical.
Okay, now you are a
senses.
spiritual man.
Yes, I am.
Beautiful. So how would you explain that verse where Jesus categorically says, you cannot be my disciple if you do not hate? I mean, the word...
Are you a spiritual person?
There's nothing like there's
Then
nothing
you're not
like
going to
spirit.
understand my
No, come on. No,
No,
that's a cop out.
it's-
According to you.
No, you're not going to.
No, bro.
I'm going to try.
No, beautiful. That's what I want because
Okay.
I'm here. We're logical beings,
Yes,
right?
we are logical.
And
But the Bible is not a logical book.
if it's not a logical book, then it means that a faculty, because your Bible says, "Come, let us reason together." I mean, that is employment of your faculty, your reasoning faculties, right? And you have to be logical to some extent.
Okay.
I mean, it says, "Bring all your arguments." The word that it's really there. So, how would you, being a spiritual person?
Which specific verse are you talking about? The one where he says, "He don't hate your mother."
Yeah, he specifically says. I think somewhere in Luke, I can't remember the chapter.
Luke 14, verse 26. If any man come to me and hates not his father and mother and wife and children and brethren and sisters, yea, and his own life also, he cannot be my disciple.
Now that is the depth of sacrifice which Jesus Christ is talking about.
The word used there is actually hate. And when translated in the Greek, it actually talks about a violent hate to the point where you do not care about them.
Where does your sense of morality come from?
My sense of morality comes from being human.
Okay.
All right, being alive,
Yes,
being a being,
That's a
a
good answer.
sentient being. You can't make decisions that are right. You can't make decisions that are wrong. I think innately you know
Yeah.
what is right and what is wrong. You don't have to have laws and guidelines to that.
You
Yeah.
could just be a good person.
Yeah, you can be a good person. I mean, there are philanthropists all over the world that are not tied to
Yeah.
religion.
It doesn't
in
have to
general.
come from-
Yeah, it doesn't come from.
So where does my
religion.
sense of morality come from?
Yeah.
There's that part of just wanting to be a good person. But there's
course.
also the demands upon you placed by the
By the
Christian
faith, yeah.
tenet.
Of course.
My sense of morality comes from my intuition. My
Innately, yeah.
innate sense of reasoning, like my perception.
The word of God has nothing to.
The word of God directs my path.
So the word of God actually tells your innate being that already knows that you shouldn't steal, that your innate being shouldn't steal.
I mean, it's reinforcing.
Okay.
So if you never met the word of God,
You still be
you
good
will still know that it's wrong to steal.
Yes.
Do you think science supports the existence of God? Nah, I don't think so.
Well, science is happening. Einstein says something about him going deeper into science and realizing that God does exist.
I don't think a scientist saying there's God actually means there's God, and I don't think a scientist saying there is no God means there's no God.
Yeah,
I just think
exactly.
science itself does not support.
That's what you
Yes,
think,
I don't think.
What do you think about other major religions, Islam, Hinduism, Buddhism, etc.?
Who's going first? Dave. Well, for me, I would say every religion believes it's right. Right. I think the only religion that doesn't insist on proselytizing, getting people into it is probably Hinduism Hinduism and Buddhism. They are not interested in proselytizing. But for Christianity and Islam, it's stated quite clearly that you are either on that path or you are out of. You're not going to enjoy eternal life if you're either for. So truth is now dependent on which religion you're in. So I think they're all the same, and everybody wants to just.
Your problem is with God, and they all.
Yeah, they're all.
Do you think the Bible contains contradictions?
A lot.
Okay. How about you?
No.
What do you think about crossroads between religion and politics? They ever have crossroads? They've always been together. They've always been together. Religious people have always been in bed with politics. It's been that way, so I don't think there's anything wrong with it.
There is a verse that says to submit to the leaders of your regions, like political. That's what I think is there's a relationship.
I feel each and every individual has a calling. If your calling is to ministry in religion, you stay in that line. If your calling is to politics in government, you stay in that line.
What about people who feel like they can actually make change using politics as an avenue for that change?
You can lend the voice.
Okay.
When did Christianity or atheism click for you?
So who's going first?
You're going
Why? Okay, for me, it was a gradual step. It wasn't boom, become an atheist. It was gradual. I left Christianity and became agnostic. I wasn't sure about anything. I was asking questions. I wasn't getting answers, and the answers I was getting, if I was getting any, were threats. So for 2 years, I stopped church altogether, and I just did because, as the Christian, I wanted to hear from God. So I stopped church altogether and stayed home. And I wasn't hearing anything.
Okay, my Christian life actually clicked 2 years ago when I started to question my own existence. Before I eventually came up with the decision of being Christ-like.
A clip from you just not many years ago, like 2018.
So I was leaving you a comment.
Yeah.
What do you think about an organized religion? I think a religion should be organized. That is order. What's the purpose of religion? The purpose of religion is to put everybody in sync. So, in order for everybody to be in sync, there has to be a structure, and that depends on organization. So this is important and necessary.
I don't see the point of organized religion. That's because we have African traditional religions here, right? And they are not organized in the sense of having structures and all of that, because ideally religion should be to you, should be personal, right? It should be something you decide to do on your own. It should be your lifestyle.
So that question, organized religion, means like corporate worship, churches, mosques.
Yeah, structures basically.
Yeah, personally, I don't like going to church, but
Why don't you like going to church?
It says to not forsake that fellowship.
Okay.
But for me, sometimes when I go, it just helps me, reminds me why I'm a Christian. Personally, I don't like to go, but I just have to go. So I believe in organized religion, yes. But how does it feel being atheist?
It can be a lonely road.
Very lonely.
It can be a very lonely road, especially when majority of your contacts, everyone in your sphere of contact is religious. And so it can be very weird sometimes. My sister wanted to get married and I had to be in church. I hadn't been in church for...
Don't tell me you didn't go.
No, I had to.
I don't know if I'm allowed to ask this. You said something about your mom passing.
Yeah, she passed away in May.
This May?
This May, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you want to ask a question along that line?
Do you want to say something along that line?
No, death is natural for all living things. Yeah,
So
it's painful.
So where is she then?
She's dead.
No, she was a Christian.
For her theology, so I shouldn't be the one you'd be asking. You should be asking her if you can reach her. But for me,
are you
she's
worried
gone.
about where she is right now?
No, I'm not. Because I know she is nowhere. So there are 7.8 billion people in the world. 2.8 billion being Christians go to heaven, and the remaining...
I don't think they would go. I'm
The rest will not go. So, okay, he doesn't. 2.8 will go to heaven.
Yes.
If I'm getting those figures right, 2.8 go to heaven, and then the other billions, much more than the Christian religion, adherents of the Christian religion, will go to hell. And then you go to another religion like Islam, and you find that it says the same thing. So you have to follow Allah, and if you don't follow Allah through Muhammad, who is the true prophet, you're going to hell, the Muslim hell. So how do you, knowing this, because you do know this, how do you, I know you're going to say some of your business, but it's very important, because as a human being, you should be concerned about other human beings, right? You should be concerned. I was concerned, and I asked questions. Okay, so how do you deal with that, knowing that 5 point something billion people are going to hell if they don't believe in?
How do I deal with it?
Yeah, how do you do it? How do you
It's none of my business.
exactly exactly see? So you do not care if 5.3 billion people are roasted for eternity.
Okay, I think that's...
So you really don't care if I'm roasted for eternity?
No, come on. I think that's why we're given the mandate as Christians to declare the message.
Okay.
And that's where you put your care. I don't think you can... If I had my way, I'll take everybody. Even 7.8 billion. But it doesn't work like that.
Okay, so how about the Muslims who believe strongly that if you're not believing in Muhammad, you're going to hell?
What do I say to them?
Yeah. What do you say to such a person? Because that's their faith.
I just mind my business.
There's faith. You know your faith.
So everybody should just do their faith.
You know your faith, yes. So you abide in your faith. That's the easiest
So basically
route
we're doing so
hell.
basically we're doing ini mini mo.
It's not
Anyone that works.
It's not
and
ini
you
mini
wake up,
anymore. It's not ini mini anymore.
you just wake up in any of the heavens.
You know your faith and you know the commandments.
Okay, so what if you wake up, you die? Let's say what if you die, you wake up, and boom, the true heaven is the Muslim heaven.
You know your faith.
You don't know. You don't know.
I mean, for you a person that has no knowledge of Islam cannot expect to start manifesting
That's
Islam.
the problem. So now I have no knowledge of Islam, and I'm a Christian, and all my life I've believed in Christianity, and then I die and I believe that Jesus is Lord, and I die, boom, and Allah is the true God, and I'm going to hell.
I mean, if that's what you are envisioning, perhaps that's what you are. That's where the destination.
No, I don't, because these are the questions I ask. It's a conundrum, because these hells have to exist. The Christian hell has to exist. The Muslim hell has to exist, and then there are lots of hells in Buddhism. There are lots of hells. Not even one. Several, just like you have said, several chambers.
You believe that this hell exists?
I do not believe they exist, because all of them cannot exist at the same time.
Okay.
The Christian hell cannot exist, and then the Muslim hell exists. Do you understand? They can't.
Do you believe heaven exists?
No.
Okay, so you don't believe in heaven.
Which of them exists now? Is it the Christian one or the Muslim one? You have to answer that.
That's why I said each and every one of us, we have our foundation.
Beautiful. So when we die, basically, you are just preparing to just go to your heaven, right?
Yes, sure.
Okay.
I said now when you wake up and you wake up in Muslim.
Thank you.
Why would I wake up in Muslim hell when I know exactly, like, I have the awareness, my knowledge, I know my stand in the world.
Yeah, I think now I'll say this here. Like it's not that one person is certain. The idea of faith is to believe. And believing, as the Bible describes it, is separated from physical perception.
Of course.
So it's not certainty like you're going downstairs.
You're
That's
not
a
sure.
certainty. You know you will go downstairs because you came upstairs.
But you're not sure.
But if nobody has died,
So
nobody has been there.
might
So
just
what
die
we do, what
and there's
faith
none.
does, faith gives us the engine to believe in these things that we have not yet seen. That's the whole idea.
Okay, I get that. I'm just worried about which one you wake up in.
Yeah,
How did you feel about today's experience?
I felt good. I was able to dive into the mind of others, and that's something that is really exciting for me.
I love having conversations like this, you know. I mean, the guy said a lot of nonsense, but no, joking. But yeah, just became fast friends, I think. What my peers want to do is convince people, you know, is get them quickly into the tenets of our beliefs, but I don't think it doesn't work like that, no.
I got to understand how a Christian thinks. And of course, I already know how that feels because I mean I was a Christian. For the Christian mind, it's basically about their faith. That just strengthened my knowledge about that.